Hi, good morning everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Selamat Hari Raya.
Yes, Selamat Hari Raya to everyone, to all our audience. Hi, Amy. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yes, we are very happy to be here today to actually share some of our experience. Flo and I, Florence actually, Flo and I is actually going to share some of our experience about what is property under construction, or some people will call it project sales, and what is secondary market, or some terms they will call it sub-sales, right, Flo?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So we're just going to share some of our experience so that the audience be able to get some information, and if they have gone through the experience, or if they're going through the experience of buying a house or buying a project, they know what to look for, right? So we have, yes, Selamat Hari Raya. Thank you for joining us. Before we start, as today is first day of Raya. Yeah, first day of Raya. So we want to say thank you, and then we want to say Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir dan Batin to all our friends and our colleagues, our family, and then with all our clients as well.
Yes.
We want to say Selamat Hari Raya. Enjoy your Raya, and of course, peace to everyone as well.
Yeah, if you're not going anyway, so maybe spend 45 minutes with us. Maybe you can get something, some information from us that maybe you have been looking forward to find the information, and you can get it today. Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Isabelle. I have been, I'm actually coming from another industry. I'm actually a hotelier, many years in hotels. And then I have joined this industry just a few years back, just actually last year. And then I have actually enjoyed this particular journey. This journey actually taught me a lot of things and a lot of skill set. Especially in PropNex, we have done so many trainings to actually enhance and self-development in terms of property line, in terms of, using video marketing, in terms of digital marketing and video. And, we have to be on top of the marketing game right now because of MCO.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, been in the hotel line been in the hotel line for 18 years. So new journey for me, and then new experience for me. Unlike Florence, she's been with developer for many years.
Yeah. So back to me, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. I was with a few developers before I joined real estate, but I was not in the sales line. Instead, I'm in the finance line. So I was dealing with finance for the past 20 years before I joined real estate. Yeah, so it's actually also a new line for me, a new industry, because I seldom interact with people when I was working as a full-time previously. Yeah, so it's a big transformation for me from working under finance and now in the sales line, frontliner. We call it frontliner. Yeah. So in PropNex also we have a lot of trainings that train us to be how to communicate with people and about digital marketing, especially during this new norm. Yeah, after the pandemic attack. So we have to jump into a new platform to get connected with the people outside, to our audience, our potential prospects.
So now she's lesser using her calculator, because finance is always use calculator, right? So now she's more on digital, more on marketing side.
I still use calculator once in a while.
Once in a while only. But anyhow, today we're just going to share as I said, our experience in about projects, which is called, property under construction, and also secondary market, which is what we call sub-sales. So before we start, we just want to give some definitions so the audience would understand what are the terms that we talk about. For example, property under construction projects are property which is not up yet, and then they're still doing a lot of pilings, constructions, and
it's not completed
yet.
Yes.
And then you'll be able to see those your future property in a showroom. Okay, unlike sub-sales or secondary market, it's already pre-owned. Right? It's already pre-owned. There's already an owner, existing owner.
Yes.
And then it is at done up property. Sometimes people stay there, or people sometimes invested in those property. They either want to sell it or to rent it out.
Yes.
Right? It's already an existing one. Yeah. So we will tell you the differences between a project and also about the sub-sale. Good morning, Stephen. Hi, good morning to you, and Kelvin.
Good morning,
as well.
Kelvin.
Yeah. So these are the two differences of projects and also
the definition.
Secondary market. So Flo, let us start with the pros. Okay, which is the advantage of secondary market. Yeah. Let's start with that. Don't you reckon a secondary market we can get the it's an existing market, right?
Yeah, it's because secondary properties are those properties that we can view. We can view physically. We don't have to guess how it looks like. Yeah, because it's already in front of us. Yeah. So we can have a look.
It's ready
to move in.
Yes.
And we can have the idea how we are going to do with the property, like how we are going to renovate it.
Correct.
And we have the direct idea already in there. So that is one of the pros in the sub-sale.
And also sub-sales also, those that the secondary market, you have to remember, everything is real time. It's the actual unit. So you don't need to guess. What you see is what you get, which means the defects and all that. If you can see the defects when you go and view the property, that is what you get. So you would know whether you need to do renovation, whether you need to do touch up, right?
Yes,
so that is actually a sub-sale. And also a sub-sale, the price is not fixed.
Yeah, you can negotiate with the owner. Yes, correct.
Yeah, you can actually, if you felt that the price can be negotiated or it does not meet your budget, you can actually negotiate with the owners, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that is the advantage.
Yes,
the advantage of having a secondary market.
Yeah, it's also let's say you are buying the property, the house or other commercial property. Is basically the house, the residential. If you are purchasing it for your own use, then you can have straight away moving in, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but if you're buying it for the purpose of investment, maybe you want to rent it out, so you can straight away get your cash flow.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's what we call is a immediate cash flow, which means you buy the property, you don't have to wait for it to complete. So the property is already existing. Right, then you can immediately rent it out, and then you can immediately get your rental out of it.
And if we are lucky, right, when we purchase, because from the experience, when we purchase, when the client buy the house with a ready tenant, with a ready tenant. So basically, they can save a lot of time, and plus the money if they're dealing with agent, right? So they can save money in paying commission for the rental.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have Yuki here as well and Patricia. Thank you for joining us. Thank you
good
for
morning.
joining us. Good morning. At the same time, also the secondary market or the pre-owned property, you can actually get the value of the property immediately.
Yes, correct.
Right? You don't. It's current. It's a real time value. It's not a future value. Because you can see the product, you'll be able to get the value of your property, and then you'll be able to know what you need to pay for.
Yeah. From the what we have experienced during this MCO time, during during from last year, there are a lot of property owners out there. They are willing to let go of their property under market value. It's because of some difficulties in financial. So they are decided to let go of the properties, which much more lower price. Yeah. So if we are lucky, if the buyers are lucky, they come across with this kind of seller, so they can purchase the properties under market much more lower prices.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the time that I think it's a very good time to purchase.
Correct. Correct. But after talking about, to summarize in terms of the pros of subsale property, which mean real-time properties, real-time value, you can ready to move in, you can save, you can see the defects on the spot, and then you can negotiate the price. So these are just some of the pros.
And there are no risks on the construction delays because it's already completed.
Correct. So after this, and then of course the last one is the immediate cash flow.
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of talking about the cons, I mean, there's always a pro and a cons, right? Correct. So before a home buyer, or before you even think about purchasing a commercial unit, so buy the buyer actually have to weigh between the pros and the cons to see what is beneficial for them.
Yes.
So one of the cons that or one of the disadvantage, I should say, is that you need a very high down payment if you buy a secondary market.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, because you need to fork out your stamp duty, your legal
First
fees.
of all is the deposit. Normally will be the minimum 10% deposit.
Right.
Upon signing the sales and purchase agreement, you need to fork out with the 10% deposit. Yeah. Apart from those stamp duties, legal fees, and valuation fees, and another other miscellaneous fee.
Yeah. At the same time, also, if you want to invest or you want to look into the secondary market, unlike project, you only go to one area. So for secondary market, you need to actually go from one taman to another taman, or one location to another location, just to look at all the property that fits into your budget, and then fits into the requirement, right?
Yeah, maybe if in the same area, but then there are few tamans. Yeah, so maybe we as a buyer, right, we want to stay in that area, but there are few tamans to choose. So maybe we go to this taman A, and we are not satisfied. We go to taman B, not satisfied. Go to taman C until we get satisfaction with what we are going to pay for.
And then the ID itself, the interior design itself, you might want to do your own renovation. So that is another hassle as well. And then the other hassle also is that there are so many buyers looking at one house. Then you need to fight for it, right? You need to fight for what you really want.
Before you can even decide, right? You still have to calculate here and there. You sometimes the buyer feel like more comfortable if they can get their loan approved first before they put on the booking or deposit. But by that time, maybe the property is already gone to other buyers. So that is the dilemma that they are facing.
Right. And then the process, sometimes it gets a bit longer, in a way that, because you need to search for the right house, your right home. And then, you buy a home, it's not just for buying a home, just for a roof. You're buying a home, you are looking at long term. You want to create that home feel, your actually place for you to stay in, right?
Like all my clients were saying, we are buying properties, buying a house, not buying vegetables.
Correct.
So you need more time to consider.
Correct.
To make the right decision.
That is very, very true. Yeah. Because it is a place that you and your family is going to stay in, right?
Correct.
So it's not just simply just put out your money and buy, and then just for the sake of buying.
And you have to have the feeling like whatever you pay, it's worth the amount that you pay, whatever you get, right?
That's right. That's right. So and then now we move to projects.
Before we move on, maybe we can ask for the audience to keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. If you have any questions, you can always comment in the comment box, and we will try our best to answer to it.
True.
Thank you.
Yes,
we know that you are busy, maybe eating your kuih raya or ketupat. We only here for maybe another 30 minutes. So just bear with us, and we assure you that it will not wasting your time for just today. Yeah.
Our whole objective is to actually share our experience, and then so that the audience be able to get some insights as well. So when they go and decide, they have the information already.
Yeah, and now we have one special announcement today, right? Yeah, whoever have for the audience, whoever have the idea of whoever are looking into purchasing or maybe property under construction or secondary property, me and Belle here are willing to give you a property tour. Yeah,
that's right.
We can spend one day with you. Yeah, we can spend one day with you and bring you to the area that you are interested in. Yeah. So from the property under construction or property secondary property. Yeah, just
correct.
to have to make you have a clear view or clear picture of all the properties here.
Yeah. It's actually an experience. You know, if you're really interested, we can actually show you all the projects around town, and then so that you know one projects to another. It's actually a pure property tour, and then we can show you if you said that I don't want projects. I want to look at the secondary market. We can show it to you as well.
And maybe you don't want landed, you want condo, or the other way around. Yeah, we can always show you.
And then we can go for minum makan after that. Yeah. So if you don't mind joining the two of us,
the two aunties here.
Yeah, only one.
Okay.
But anyhow, let's move on. Let's move on to
the
property under
construction. Yes.
Okay. So we are looking at the pros or the benefits or the advantage of having a property under construction or projects. Okay, to look into consider projects. First of all, the buyer or the investor, they don't even need to go to go from taman to taman. They can just look at the brochure first. They can just look at the packages first. If they're interested, they can either go to the show gallery or to the show unit. Right? They only have to go to one area only. They don't need to travel so much.
Yeah. Even though there are projects like maybe the sales gallery is at this area and at the actual site is at this area, but normally here the what you call it, the journey from the site to the sales gallery is not far. Yeah, even though it's not on the site, but it's not very far.
Yeah, because in KK, everything is 10 minutes. So wherever we go, it's almost 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, and then also, and then the biggest advantage I think also is that whatever they buy into the project's unit or the property is actually everything is brand new.
Yes.
Right? From the sink to the toilet to the tiles to the ceiling, everything is brand new. Right?
Normally, the informations that the potential buyer or investors, the information that they are looking for, they can get from one piece of paper. Yeah, they no need to go and look around like sub-sales, right? But this one is all in a piece of paper. Yeah. So basically here we have like projects. We have many agents selling.
Correct.
So it's easier for you to get the information. It's very easy.
That's right. Yes. And also for projects as well. There's always all the developers will give special packages.
Yes.
Very, very attractive packages.
Yeah,
so
very handsome
those that who shop for projects property or property under construction, please look into the packages as well. Different developer will offer different packages, and then it will suits into your budget, right? The buyer's budget.
It's best that you look for an agent because there's always an agent who is specialized in certain projects. Yeah. So they will be able to give you the correct information, all the information that you needed.
Yeah.
Yes, Steven. Yeah, KK is so good. If we spend 30 minutes, it will be another district already. Yes, sorry.
And Steven, it's only 10 minutes to the island as well. So everything is 10 minutes around here. Yeah.
I'm sorry, KL is under MCO now.
And then the other thing is if it's a project, if it's a property under construction or a project, this actually comes with warranty.
Yeah, there will be a defect liability from the developer. Normally, it will be 18 to 24 months after you get your key.
Yeah, isn't it quite exciting in a way that you still be able to, you are moving into a place where it's not, you still be able to rectify things.
Yes.
Right? If it's not working, you still be able to call the developer. You say, there's some plumbing issues or there's some, electrical issues. Can you come and fix it? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is what it meant by under warranty, whereby things can be fixed while you are still there.
Yes.
Yeah. Right?
And then the choices are always there for the buyers. Yeah. When you go to the gallery, there is a model house there is a plan. So maybe you want to look at it. You only have to look at the plans, the model house. There is a balcony with balcony or without balcony, or dual key or not dual key, or three or two bedrooms. It's only at one place.
Correct.
And you can choose your desirable units already. Yeah.
It's actually like a la carte menu type of things. You can choose. You want type A, type B, type C, and then it fits into your budget. Why not? It fits into your location. Why not? If it fits into your environment, why not? Right? Yeah.
And then in terms of documentation, you don't need to have those hassle. Normally, everything will be taken care of by the developer.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Usually, the processes is actually quite straightforward in a way when you buy property under construction, right? So you look at the house, you look at the brochure, and then after that, if you go to the showroom, if you're interested, you go to the showroom. The next step. Then after that, if you look at it, you say, I like this, I like that, I like this type. Then you fill in your booking form.
Yeah.
Right. After you fill in your booking form, you put in your booking fee. Right. After you put in your booking fee, that is where your sales and purchase agreement to be signed, and then you can apply your loan at the same time.
We will discuss about that in a short while in more detail about the process of these two, under sales and under project. Yeah, bear with us. Yeah.
Okay. And then from what we gather also, I think we are moving towards that process as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, the processes for the projects is shorter in a way in comparison to the sub-sales. However, those who buy under construction, you need to be patient because the project itself is not going to finish within 10 months. It's actually 2 to 3 years, sometimes.
For landed, yes. But if for high rise, maybe it will take 3 to 4 years to complete. Yeah.
So buyers need to be patient. If you do not want to move in immediately, so these are the options. These are the options. The sub-sale process, Flo. You have experience doing the sub-sales.
Are we going to processes already?
Yeah, we're going to process.
I think we haven't touched on cons of purchasing under.
Oh, you want to go back to cons?
Yeah, just now it's the pros, right?
Oh, okay.
So maybe now is the cons.
Okay, so I'm jumping left, right, center. So let's go to the cons of projects under construction. So those
properties under construction.
Yeah, properties under construction. The actual disadvantage or the cons.
The most feedback that we have from our previous clients is the risk. Yeah, because when they put on the bookings, they don't know how it actually look like, and even though it's a showroom or show unit or sales gallery, but they still predicting the future look, future view. Yeah, that is the hardest part to convince on this.
Yeah, your imagination.
Imagination.
You need to imagine what you're going to. What does it feel like when you move into this particular unit, right?
And then there is also a risk that maybe the developer that will somehow abandon the project, maybe. Yes. Yeah, because it happens before. Yeah. So it is best to choose the developer that is very reputable in the market.
Yes, that's right. Reputable in the market. Yes. So at the same time, this is what we call the unknown risk. The value of the units.
I think I just answered your question, right, Stephen? To choose the reputable developer.
Yeah. So the reputable, which means that those developer that has done a lot of projects, that is actually well known, and then that is actually deliver the property in time, and then that are high quality, So this
good workmanship.
Good workmanship. So these are the developer that you should look into, and then also that it is known to the market that they would not run away, or they would not abandon the project, or they don't give half shots of quality as well.
We did have an experience with clients before, right? But when we have this developer doing this project, right, it's completed. And for this another newly launched project of the same developer, how we convince the client is that we bring our clients to the completed units of the same developer.
Yes.
Then we close the case.
Yeah,
they look at the real workmanship, everything. Yes.
That is where that is one of the case that we both of us have actually closed. We actually brought the client to the existing development to actually look at the quality, to actually tell them how does the developer run the particular development or the particular project. So we were so confident that it will mirror to the new development.
Yes.
So with this confidence, the buyer actually say, yes, I have confidence with this developer and I will go for it. Yeah. So it's actually quite important factor for the property buyer to actually look into this and actually consider this as well, one of their deciding factor.
Yes, correct. So that is what we are saying. The thing that you see might not what you get at the end of the day.
Yes. Unknown risk. Unknown risk.
Yeah.
At the same time, also one of the cons, also one of the disadvantages also buying to the project is, besides not be able to see the actual unit, in terms of the bank interest and all that, you'll be
still have to serve the bank interest. Correct. And then your financial is locked when you already take the loan for that particular project, even though it is not completed yet, but your financial is already locked because you already applied the loan. So maybe your DSR, your debt service ratio will be going down already. So maybe if you're going to apply for another loan or you're going to buy another property, it will affect as well.
That's right.
Because it's already locked there, even though you haven't stayed, you haven't got your key because it's still under construction, but it's already locked.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So is there any? I think that's all I have on my notes on the disadvantage and the cons of.
I think that's all because it's this is just general or just based on what we experience. So maybe a lot of other points that we haven't experienced yet. So if we have that in future, we will be happy to share it with you.
That's right. That's right. Or even though the audience have some, other experience.
You can always share
with us as well, so we can actually, learn from each other.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah. So now let's move to the process. Yeah. This is the process in terms of buying into the projects.
Or maybe you can share about that.
Let me go back. Let me rewind back to previously. Yeah, as I mentioned, if there's a, imagine yourself as a buyer. Okay, so what you need to do is that first of all, you get the brochure, and then you look into the packages of what does the packages or the developer want to offer. From there onwards, you contact an agent, or you contact an agent and ask them to bring you to the showroom to actually look at the actual the model of what your future property is going to look like. From there onwards, they will explain to you about the different types, different IDs, with the balcony, without balcony, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. So from there onwards, you'll be able to understand about that particular project. And then you will need to put in your booking form. You will need to put in your booking fee. After you put in your booking fee, you can either apply for your loan. While you're applying for your loan, you'll be able to sign your sales and purchase agreement as well. Or it could be the other way around.
Nowadays, buyers are more comfortable after signing their bank letter loan offer. Then only they feel relieved to sign the sales and purchase agreement.
Yeah. And then from there onwards, then you wait 2 or 3 years, then you get your key, and developer is going to pass you your key, and then you own a home from there. So this is very just a general process. Of course, when it when time comes, it might be a little bit different from case to case basis,
yes.
or from buyer to buyer cases. So this is just a general process for project sales, right? Did I miss out anything?
What if there is buyer already put on the booking, right? So suddenly they go for maybe window shopping somewhere else, and they found out that another project is more to their like. So can they cancel the booking?
Yes, they can cancel, provided that depending on developer as well, how many, they might need to get some rejection letter, or they need to write in and ask for their refund. And then usually all the developers are very nice, and then with some proof that you want to cancel, could be that your loan did not go through, or the bank rejected you. You can use that as a supporting document as well, to actually get your refund back and cancel the particular booking.
It's quite fair for the developer as well to give them the rejection letters, right?
That's right.
If without that, it's only fair for them to retain a certain admin fee.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Yeah.
If without the letters.
Because the reason being is that from their point of view is that they already booked and they already blocked that unit for you, and then they have actually lost potential buyer as well
for that particular unit.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Let's go to the process of secondary market.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So processes for the secondary market is quite long. So some short and very straightforward as well, and some is take quite long. I have a case it's already done for everything, like signing, everything is already done, but the previous owner was taking a government loan, and somehow rather in the middle of the process, one of the owner, because it's husband and wife, so one of the owner has passed away. So until now, I think it's already past almost a year already, so it's still not done. So there is still a lot of processes because they are taking a government loan. This is also one of the point. Either the seller or buyer is taking government loan or commercial loan. So there is a differences in that. So there is also a case that it only took 2 months to be settled. So basically in sub-sales, what we are looking at is the shortest time is 2 months to be completed, and there is no limit for the longest time.
That's right.
So it's basically like the process, right? You go and view the units that you like, and then you ask for the price, how much is that, and then whether you can nego on the price. Normally buyer will nego, how much at the lowest price, the bottom price that the owner willing to let go. So after we get that price, and then you will check with the bank, and is the house worth the value of that particular price or not. If the bank say yes, and you can go forward, go ahead to apply for the loan. But basically for sub-sales, the highest margin of loan for residential mostly is only 90%. So there is cons in there. You have to fork out with at least the 10% deposit for the sub-sales, for the secondary property. From there, you apply for the loan. It's the same thing when you sign your letter of loan offer from the bank, and then only you sign the sales and purchase agreement. And from there, the lawyer, for this one, if you don't have an agent, you want to do it yourself, you still have to, you have a lot of contacts. That is why most people prefer to get an agent for this. Because they have to deal with lawyers, they have to deal with bankers, they have to deal with valuers. And then if the property is still under the master title, so you still have to deal with the previous owner's developer, to get their consent. To get their consent to change the name, the owner name from the previous one to your name. So there is a lot of procedure to be done, which we maybe as a buyer, we don't know, especially for the whole first timer. You will not know all of this.
So it's better to engage people that who knows the process as well, to actually help you to do
save time, save cost,
and then you don't have the stress and the worry at the end of the day, right?
Correct.
Because as a secondary market, you want to move into the house immediately.
Yep.
So you don't want that extra stress. You have to pack. You have
There's a lot of things like
Correct.
you have to take care of change the name of the electricity, the water,
That's right.
the management,
That's right.
a lot of things.
So that you can see the two types of property. Those that are under construction, shorter process time in a way, but longer waiting time.
Yes, correct.
As in the secondary market or the sub-sale, longer process time, but immediate moving.
Yes.
So you know, for a home buyer, you investor, these are the things that you need to weigh up as well. You know, how urgent do you want it, right? You want to immediate, or you have the time to wait, right?
But mostly in secondary market, there is always a room for negotiation between the owner and also the buyer. But for projects, it's very straightforward. Because under project one is already all in there like a Bible. You cannot change the verses, right?
That's right.
But in sub-sales, you always have a room for that.
There's actually people would usually ask, what's the value of sub-sales versus projects? You know, do you have any idea? Like, for example, the value for sub-sales is a real-time values, right? And then for projects, it's speculative, which means it's a future value.
We don't know the exact price when it's completed, exact value of the property.
So I think that is one thing.
It's future value. We are referring to future value.
Correct. So I think audience would need to actually put that in mind as well. You know, if you really want to know the value of the house, sub-sale, that is where you get the value of the property, right?
Normally here, what I experienced before, right, for the projects, I'm not sure about the rest, but this is what I have experienced before. When the project just started, right, there is no involvement of valuation. But then when it's already completed, let's say 70% and above, you might need a valuer to value it before you can get your loan approved.
Okay. So there are some incidents like that as well. Okay.
70% and above.
So as you can see, there's all different type of incidents and cases, you know, as you say, case by case basis, and then you would just need an experienced person to actually help you to.
We also learn from what we are facing.
Right. So from here, if you have any questions, please let us know. And then if we can help you to answer the information or the question, we are very happy to answer.
Or maybe you have any experiences that different from what we have shared. Maybe you
want to
share
as well. Even though you are not an agent, you'll be able to share as well. So in conclusion, since we are here almost 40 minutes. In conclusion, for a buyer, I think what they need to understand as well is that how much cash you have on hand versus how much cash you have for future. If you have a lot of cash on hand, you can look into buying a secondary market or sub-sales property. If you have lesser cash in hand, you might want to consider projects so that you can save up the money for future, right? For your future in terms of payment of the miscellaneous or whatever things that, your furnitures and all that. So that is one thing that I can conclude from our talk as well today.
Yes. Then another conclusion is that how fast they want to move in. If they can wait, let's say for now, maybe they rented a house for a year, so maybe they can wait for another year.
That's
so
right.
maybe they can, but they have an option for them. I have a client that they are not very urgent in looking for houses like sub-sales or projects. So because they're saying that 1 year rental, they can still always renew it for 3-4 years, so they can purchase the under projects one. And if they find some sub-sales or secondary market, secondary property that suit them, so they will also think about that. So it's, I think as an agent, right, it's our it's an extra service for us to the from us to the client to help them to decide on this, right? So because they cannot decide themselves which one, even though they have cash, and they are not urgent in moving.
Yeah, we can give them our opinion. So it's actually up to for them to make a decision. But we can give them our opinion.
Yes, correct.
In a way what we think, and so that we be able to steer them, or to be able to give them a bigger picture. What they're looking at, right?
So for our audience, any of our audience is have this criteria that you need a property tour from us,
just let us know. Buy, sales, make money to do some touch up. Very true. Very true. So
that is why we are saying when you are purchasing a property, the secondary property, you will always have to go here and go there and to see, to compare which property that suits you well, and whether you need to, this property maybe you need to come out with maybe this amount, and this property maybe you come out with another amount, but for the renovation, but then you prefer this property more, the place, or maybe the neighbors, the view. That is what is giving the buyers a dilemma to choose.
So okay, so to sum it up, projects, low entry cash require, and then less hassle, and then also you don't have to think about the design, the renovation, and all that, because everything is brand new. Okay. To buy a secondary market, you can
vice versa.
So immediate move in. Immediately you can move in. You can have immediate cash flow. Immediate cash flow, because if it's a vacant position, it's a vacant unit, you can actually rent it out immediately, and then it's what you call it, and then the price is negotiable. As the other one is pretty fixed.
It's just that it's second hand.
Yes.
Some people don't like it. Some people don't feel like staying in the place which somebody has stayed there before. So it's actually there is no right or no wrong on whatever you choose, but it's only up to you what you want, how you want your home to be, your house to be.
That's right.
So we can assist you on giving you some ideas. In terms of the calculation of upfront costs, how much you need to fork out before you can really own the property.
That's right.
But in the end, the decision is still in your hands.
That's right. So we want to actually show you some examples of projects, and also secondary. What are the secondary market? What are the differences? What are the differences? I'll just show you about 20 seconds clip, so that you get some ideas as well, the audience. Okay, let me play the. This is just a short clip of the examples of projects and
while you have the Hari Raya feeling for today. That is why we choose the Raya song for the background.
As you can see, most of the projects are just flyers, just an image, as in the real property, the secondary property is actually the actual unit.
Real photos, the real
Correct,
unit.
the real unit. It's either land or commercial property or condominium or landed house. That is what you see is what you get. So we have actually spent 45 minutes already. We already spent 45 minutes in terms of, let us see, there's a comment.
Thank you for your comments, Patsy, Stephen.
Thank you, Patsy. Thank you, Stephen, for joining us today. So if there's no any other question, anything else that you want to bring up, Flo?
No.
I think this is just some of our experience. We just want to share some of our experience. So if you have any other questions, or just drop us a line, you can comment and afterwards, and you'll be able to catch our Facebook is going to posted actually in My Hatana Duo. It's actually My Hatana Duo. How we came up with this information, this name is that duo in English is two, but in Kadazan is
Also two.
two. But the way that we say it in Kadazan is
Same, duo.
duo,
Not duo,
yes.
but duo.
So it's actually duo is actually our native language here is for two as well. So that's why we call ourselves the property, the dual property, two property agent.
Yeah, hartana is a property.
Yeah. So it's just something trivial.
Yeah.
that
MY
we come
is
up
Malaysia.
So have a nice Raya. Stay
Yeah.
safe. Thank you for joining us. And enjoy your 2 days break. And we hope to catch up with you. So if you have any question, please drop into the comment box. And then please like our page. And then we will see you again very shortly. We will post into our page when is our next broadcast again.
Yeah. We hope to do that very soon with you.
That's right.
So, but in the meantime, if you have some Kuih Raya for us, you're always welcome.
Yes, Selamat Hari Raya,
Selamat
Gary.
Hari Raya, Gary.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Yes,
for
thank
spending
you,
your time with us.
Thank you, Dixon.
Thank you, Dixon.
Yeah.
Selamat Hari Raya, everyone. Maaf zahir batin.
Yes, we see you soon.
See you
All
soon.
right, bye.
Thank you, bye.